fought in the opening months of 22 BBY, and remembered as one of the most significant engagements of that year. The Battle of Bothawui took place within the rings of the gas giant Golm, near the core of the Bothawui system, as elements of the Republic's Open Circle fleet endeavoured to defend the system against a Confederate invasion under the leadership of General Grievous. Having received intelligence concerning the Confederacy's planned attack, the Republic forces had substantial time to prepare what ships they had for the battle to come. Having developed a strategy for the defence, which he had hoped to implement personally, Jedi General Anakin Skywalker temporarily delegated Admiral Wolof Yularen to the position of deck officer and assumed command of the Republic fleet aboard the Star Destroyer Resolute. This would be the first time the famous Jedi ever commanded a battle group in combat. Before the enemy's arrival, the general deployed his own vessel as well as the Star Destroyers Pioneer and Dauntless, under the command of Captains Vontifor and Izibray respectively, into a battle line laid out behind the gas giant's rings, placing the substantial field of asteroids between his force and the Confederacy's. The Separatist fleet, consisting of 6 Munificent-class star frigates, dropped out of hyperspace on the edge of the gas giant's gravity well and began to approach the rings. Recognizing that a route above and over the belt would place the Confederate fleet at a disadvantage, General Grievous instead elected to disable the aft shields of his frigates, transfer the surplus power to their forward deflectors, and order the ships through the asteroid field, hoping that once behind his force, the rocks would provide a natural cover against starfighter attacks on his vessel's unshielded flanks. Leaving his apprentice Ahsoka Tano in command of the Resolute, General Skywalker departed the ship in his Jedi starfighter to personally lead Gold Squadron, a unit of V-19 Torrents, against the enemy. As the fighters approached, the enemy opened fire, eliminating a portion of Gold Squadron and critically damaging the Star Destroyer Pioneer. Recognizing the danger to his wingmen, General Skywalker ordered the survivors of Gold Squadron to abandon their positions and return to the Resolute, continuing to approach the enemy fleet alone. With the enemy now almost clear of the asteroid ring, General Skywalker revealed his strategy. Transmitting a signal via the Resolute to clone Captain Rex, Skywalker activated the contingent of ATTE ground assault walkers, which he had previously deployed under minimal power to many of the larger asteroids in the ring. As their reactors powered up and their weapons came to bear, the walkers became visible on the Confederate frigate's sensors, but this revelation had come far too late. Opening fire on the unshielded starships, Rex and his unit successfully destroyed 2 enemy frigates and disabled 2 others. Simultaneously, the Resolute and Dauntless opened fire with all batteries, obliterating those craft which were left disabled by the walkers and stripping another frigate of its shields long enough for General Skywalker to surgically destroy its command deck from the cockpit of his starfighter. With the rest of the fleet eliminated, only Grievous's command frigate remained, and under the focused fire of 2 Venator-class Star Destroyers, it too would soon be destroyed. Leaving his crew behind to buy himself time to escape, Grievous abandoned ship aboard his personal starfighter and began to retreat from the system. General Skywalker made a valiant attempt to pursue him, but his fighter was disabled after being struck by debris, and Grievous successfully escaped into hyperspace. In spite of General Grievous's escape, the Republic's triumph at Bothawui was considered one of the greatest victories of the early Clone Wars, and the defense saved countless millions of Bothans from subjugation by the Confederacy. The battle also marked the first of many occasions upon which the highly unorthodox tactics of General Anakin Skywalker would secure a Republic victory.